Ollie Watkins, Emi Martinez, Amadou Onana, John Duran. Unai Emery has some top players in his Aston Villa team, but it's Morgan Rogers who's been on red hot form so far this season, both in the Premier League and in Villa's long awaited return to the Champions League, as the Midlands club sit 5th with 6 wins from 8 in all competitions. The 22-year-old's importance to Villa and their attacking success is clear, it's evident. It's especially evident with fellow Englishman Ollie Watkins, as they operate in a front two together in Unai Emery's master setup. With Ollie Watkins' name becoming an England regular in the squad inclusions, could Carsley find a space for his Aston Villa teammate? We'll discuss that later, but let's talk all things Morgan Rogers, how good he is, his strengths, his style, his areas to improve, and whether or not he has the quality to play for his national team. Now, Morgan Rogers began his career in the under-9s at West Bromwich Albion before Manchester City picked him up for a reported £4.4 million fee in 2019, where he was then sent on a succession of loan spells at EFL clubs. Firstly, we saw him at Lincoln City in 2021, at the same time as Spurs forward Brandon Johnson, netting 6 goals under Michael Appleton's side. After this, his career took a bit of a pause, with 2 underwhelming loan spells at Bournemouth under Scott Parker and then Blackpool in the 22-23 campaign. This signed off an end to his time at Manchester City when Michael Carrick's Middlesbrough picked his talents up for just over £1 million. And 6 months and some brilliant displays later, he signed at Villa Park for £15 million, marking an incredible fast rise to the Premier League after his disappointing time at Blackpool. Now, Rodgers thrived under Michael Carrick, a great up-and-coming manager, but I don't think anybody expected him to do this well. Villa fans anticipated that he would come in, develop, show promise, take maybe 2 seasons at least to become a first-team regular, but here we are now, starting every Premier League game, causing all sorts of danger to the Premier League. Now let's have a look at how he does that. The 22-year-old operates centrally for Aston Villa with the flexibility to play out on the left too, but he plays his best football when the ball is passed to his feet with the chance to turn quite powerfully, combine, carry the ball forwards and cause some problems. Rodgers is an excellent dribbler who consumes numerous players in the opposition's attempts of winning back the ball, creating space quite commonly for Ollie Watkins. He's so difficult to rob possession of due to these areas: his quick feet, agility, his IQ and his use of his body and frame. When he receives the ball from a pass, he immediately aims to open his body up with a brilliant control and carries the ball forward into some space. He's one of the main progressive ball carriers in the team, so he has a lot of responsibility, but he thrives and enjoys the role enormously. When a tackler arrives to win back possession, he retains it superbly by using his 6'2" stature and frame to guard the ball, often rotating his entire body and turning very swiftly once the presser is fooled to then run forward with the ball. His dribbling style in terms of his footwork and quick feet is very similar to Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala. Both players are 2-footed and move the ball to the opposite foot very quickly to fool the opponent, then drive forwards. And once they drive forward, they do so with a lot of speed. It's quite a noticeable trait of Morgan Rogers is that he looks faster with the ball at his feet rather than off the ball. Once he sets off, he does so explosively and he's very hard to catch, but he differs from others in this department as he withholds any contact with a lot of strength. He displayed this versus Arsenal when Partey, Rice, Martinelli often looked to grab onto his shirt to pull him back, but heroically he'd still be running forwards, making it in his best efforts to stay on his feet, shrug the tacklers off and create an opportunity for his team. This is actually quite refreshing to see, as we often see a lot of players seek for contact and go down at the first opportunity, such as James Maddison for example, but you can still be a nuisance and draw fouls. Morgan Rogers exemplifies this to perfection. A very agile dribbler, and so far his goal catalogue is a very tidy one, but my only criticism is that sometimes his shot power is completely off and makes it far too easy for the keeper to deal with, so his overall quality in the final third could improve. To be that just a bit more clinical when a chance does come, but it is often Watkins and Duran that finishes off the moves, and Rodgers is indeed the provider. Off the ball, he covers the hard yards, a good presser, understands the space well, which is a credit to his awareness and IQ, but he's also a very solid ball winner and can take it very swiftly from an opponent and very quickly, displayed mostly in his performance at the King Power Stadium when he got the ball off Valfaz to slot through Ollie Watkins. So that's the player he is. Now, does he deserve an inclusion in Lee Carsley's next England squad? Absolutely. The role that Jack Grealish played against Ireland and Finland in the 10 as Gordon played out on the left would suit Rodgers down to the ground, and combinations with the likes of Cole Palmer, Bukayo Saka, Trent Alexander-Arnold would be deadly, because in any team he would be a valuable profile to have on their hands. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check out other videos and shorts that I do, and I'll see you guys next time.